Hey everybody, this is Cooking with Quicksmoke, and I am your host, Quicksmoke. How are we all doing today? Sorry I'm jumbling with the camera, I'm just trying to make sure it don't fall down. Yeah. Today we're going to cook a very simple meal. We're going to be cooking stuffed peppers. Okay? Now, I've already started doing some things off screen. I pre-cooked the stuffed peppers by boiling them so they blanched, and you don't want to cook them all the way. When they turn light green, that's when they're done, and I'll show you what those look like in a little bit. Right now we're going to start making the stuffing, what we're going to put in. So, as always, I like to start off with a little bit of butter and the right burner. I'm going to put it on medium to low. I'm going to let that butter melt. And as usual, I'm not prepared. I'm doing this late. Later than I usually like to do it, but we're doing it. So spread this butter around here. And of course, like I always do, I like to throw a little bit of garlic in it. Spread that love around. And then I'm going to start throwing some diced onions that I pre-diced up. Okay. I'm going to start letting those kind of cook just a little bit. You don't want to let them cook too much, because then they'll start to become mush. And while we're doing that, I am going to start to get a cup of water boiling, because we're going to need a cup of rice. Go. Put that right next to it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see that. So we're going to start this up. Get that to a boil. And I always like to salt my water for my rice to give it a little flavor. You don't need to butter it or anything. Excuse my reach, guys. I'm going to be reaching right in front of you for move these around a little bit. You don't want them big chunks. Now, while I'm doing this, I want to take a moment to recommend that you guys go check out Vault Girls and Japic Cadets cooking playlist, Geeks and Gamers Cooking. I'll leave a link to their channels in the description. They have well over 200 recipes now supplied by people like you and I and themselves. I always say, if you can't find something fun to cook from them, you got something wrong with you, because they have some of the best recipes there. Alright, So now I'm going to add my hamburger, which is still a little bit frozen, which is okay because we're going to be popping this sucker in the oven afterwards. Probably should have started off with the hamburger and then added the onion. I'm going to reach in front of you guys yet again. Nice shot of the back of my head. I'm trying to break this hamburger up a little bit. There we go. Typically you want to do this with thawed hamburger, but I mean, I pulled this out last night and it's still a little, well, I guess my fridge works a little too good. And it dropped on the ground there. I'll pick that up in a minute. Ooh, a little more dropping. Come on. Break up the little bizaches. Good work on the forearms there, breaking this up. There we go, now they're breaking up nicely. And the onions are starting to get nice and glossy. Trying not to make a mess here. The idea is not to have big chunks of meat because you're going to be mixing it with rice. Alright, that's starting to cook nicely here. Gonna add some salt and pepper to this. Get some seasoning in it. Pretty much, you know, season it to taste. It all depends on how your family is. And now our water is starting to boil. I measure out a cup of rice here. There we go. I'll pour it in there. Scrape out any of my clean hand. And I'm going to give it a little mix so we don't get uncooked rice on top. Throw the cover on it, shut off the burner, and let that cook for a bit. I'm going to get this to brown some more here. Now this looks pretty much like we got a lot here, so we're going to have some left over. We're only stuffing 2 peppers here, because again it's just me and Papa Quicksmoke. So we're going to have a lot left over, and I actually like to just eat this filling by itself sometimes without pepper. It makes, you know, makes for a good late night snack or or a nice early lunch. Now you could add other stuff to this meat, whatever you like. If you wanted to make it spicy, you could add some jalapenos, which I'm sure Vault Girl does. She loves her jalapenos. I'm actually going to turn up the heat a little more, get it cooking a little better. You can add different spices to it. It's all your personal preference. And if you do like stuffed peppers and you do it a little bit different, let me know in the comment section how you do it and how you like it. Or if you've never done it before and you see this video and you want to try, let me know how it comes out. I really like to know. I'm very interested. I know Vault Girl did a video on stuffed peppers, and I'm going to try to find that, and I'll directly link that one in here too. The reason why I'm making I decided to do stuffed peppers is, one, Vault Girl did a video on it and I liked it, and I wanted to see show you how differently I do mine. And also Plaz, if you're watching this, Plaz, and I know you are, the challenge is up to you, was talking about his wife's stuffed onions, which sound absolutely delectable, and I want to see a video on that. So make sure you give Plaz a hard time and you know, kind of push him into making that video, because we all would love to see that, I'm sure. Just about done here. Still a little pink here. Pink is my favorite color. Gotta sing while you cook. Gotta sing while you cook. Because it makes it a happy meal. And if it's a happy meal, it's from McDonald's and you're cooking the wrong damn thing. We're doing stuffed peppers here. But anyway, no, you want to make sure you make your food with love. And again, guys, when you're making food, okay, I always constantly, I try to encourage as many people, hey, make a cook video, make a cook video. It'd be fun to see you making a cook video. And I always get, Jesus Christ, Quicksmoke, I can't even cook a piece of toast. Well, you know what? You don't have to be a cook or a chef to make a video on a peanut butter sandwich. Shit, I'd watch you make a peanut butter sandwich. Who knows? Maybe you do it differently than I do. Maybe you add something different. I personally like to add bacon to my peanut butter sandwiches. I'm the only one in the house that likes that, but oh, it's so delicious. Try it sometime. And if you actually want to see me do a cook video on peanut butter and bacon sandwich, it'll be 2 minutes long, but I'll do it for you. Just let me know in the comments. There we go. We're getting nice and brown now. Nice and brown. I'm going to go grab my skillet while you guys watch that meat cook. Actually, first, I'll drain this water. Alright, now let me grab the drain. Oops, almost knocked you over there. That looks like that could be done. So let's shut off the heat, and I'm going to drain this. Don't need to see me drain it, but I'll bring you over here just as soon as I'm done. We are definitely going to have some left over. Some room here, and let's see if we can smoothly bring you over to check out what's going on. There we go. I think that is a good camera angle. Alright. So I don't know if you can see. Okay, yeah. Right here is our blanched stuffed peppers. See, they kind of get a little bit lighter or darker, I guess you'd say, as we blanched them. But they're very, very flexible, very pliable, and that's what you want. Okay, we're just waiting a second for our rice to finish being cooked. So we're going to pull the peppers out. And we're just going to put them in this container right here. Okay, and then we'll make sure all excess water is out. And we're going to put our hamburger and onions right in this bowl. And let's check our rice now. Rice looks like it is I think that's still got a minute and a couple seconds on them, so why don't we just skip that for now and go right to the next step, and that is adding to our tomato sauce. Okay. And then we're going to add some diced tomatoes for it. Okay. I'm going to hear a noise here. Sorry for the noise. Alright. And we're just going to pour that right in there. Discard that top. Then we're going to open up the diced tomatoes. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump some of these in here, just so I can get some of the sauce out, and then I'm going to dump it right in there. There we go. Alright. Now that that's over with, it's we're still waiting on the rice. So what I want to do on mine, okay, is just clean up a little bit here. So I want to put some cheddar cheese on mine. Okay, so we're gonna put some. We're gonna shred some fresh. We're going to shred some fresh cheddar cheese. Not a whole lot because we're just doing it on one pepper here. So, just enough to cover the top. Give it a nice fine shredded look, and it's not doing too well because of excuse me. Such small holes. And as a retard, I'm doing it upside down. So let's try it the right way. There we go. Now we're cooking with cheese. Alright. So there's our little bit of cheese that we need. This is just straight up Vermont cheddar cheese. Really good stuff. New York cheddar cheese is also good if you want to try that. Or whatever cheese you want. You can use pepper jack. Whatever floats your boat, guys. Alright, we're just going to set this right here for now. We're going to go back to this, and I believe the rice should be ready by now, so we're just going to dump it right in there. And we're just going to mix it around until that rice is no longer bright white. Smells delicious already. Alright, so now we're going to grab a spoon. I'm going to grab a spoon and we're going to start filling our peppers. That one's going to be for Papa Smoke, so we're just going to fill that straight up to the top. Won't be afraid to make it a little over there. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to have a shit ton left. Oops. Alright. So then we're going to go fill mine. And I'm going to fill it about halfway. Oh, it's a little more than halfway. I'm just going to throw some cheese in there. I'm going to put a little bit more in it. It's going all over the place here. And I'm just going to add a little more to the top there. Absolutely delicious cheese. So now, what you should have been doing, or you should have done, and I should have done by now, is preheat the oven to what temperature? 375. We're going to preheat the oven to 375, and then I'm going to throw them in there, and then I will bring you back when they're done. Alright guys, so see you in a few minutes.
Few minutes later.
Alright, we are back and it is done. Look how delicious those look. Let me see, what can you see here? They look absolutely delicious. Get a little closer look at them if we can. Alright, I'm going to pull one out. I'm going to put it in a bowl. Okay. Ooh, hot. Now I'm going to grab myself a fork. Okay, so now what I like to do is I like to slice it right down the middle here and let it open up like a beautiful flower. Look at that. Look at that beautifulness. Alright, dip in a little bit of that cheese, some of that pepper. Take a look at that. Beautifulness. Smells awesome. I'll probably use a little bit more salt, but that again, it's salt to your tasting. That cheese just is an extra wonderfulness adding to it. You know, as always, this comes out great. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you liked what you saw, and I hope you try what you saw. Again, check out Vault Girls and Japic's cooking playlists. While you're at it, why don't you check out one of my playlists? Check out one of my videos. I got a new talk show that I'm going to be doing once a month called the Nerd Nation. Hope to see you all there. And if you like this, hit that like button. If you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe and bell notification. And if you already are and you know somebody who's not, and you think they'll like my content, recommend them. Get this channel to grow. Let's grow together and let's eat happy and heartily. Catch you in the next one, folks.